Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome to Bow City Radio for live coverage of this Vanarama National League South clash between Hemel Hempstead Town and Bow City from Vauxhall Road. I'm Mark Stillman, commentating through alongside Sam Stevens, and we also have Jordan Dyer on summarising duties this evening. It's a second trip to Hertfordshire in 10 days for the Romans, who will have their fingers crossed for more luck than at nearby St Albans recently. Jerry Gill is without several key players for tonight's contest against a Hemel side who have bolstered their squad recently, turning to the loan market in a bid to reignite their season following a patchy run. It was a home win apiece in these fixtures last term. City will be hoping to reverse that trend tonight, and the surface could help them. They're unbeaten in 5 on 3G this season and have played out some thrilling encounters. And I'd like to say a big welcome back to Sam Stevens, who was a regular commentator in the old Bow City internet radio days. We were talking about it in the past. I think it's 3 and a bit years, isn't it, since your last game, Sam?
3.5 years or something like that. Yeah, it's remarkable, really. It's nice to be back, Mark. Great to be alongside you this evening, even though it's a bit chilly, I have to say, here in Hertfordshire. But looks like a decent surface. I mean, it's difficult to say, isn't it, with 3G, whether it's decent or not. It always looks pretty much the same. But I think the conditions are good enough for a decent match this evening, so that's the main thing.
We're just about to get underway. The referee, Aaron Farmer, checks everything's in order, and away we go. Hemel kick off. Poku sends it down the left-hand side, looking for Critchlow, but it's headed away by Hayfield, who we've just been mentioning. John help back over the top for Romain, but Batten gets it cleared and then fully boshed away. 4.5 minutes gone here at Vauxhall Road as now flick on towards Wilson. Wilson, no, he could have gone for the lob. He's tried to cut inside and in the end it's blocked. It's with Freer now, edge of the penalty area. Freer with a curler, deflects behind for a corner. Wilson was sort of in all of a sudden. The Hemel defence seemed to stop. He elected to cut inside and City have won a corner out of it.
Good chance for Scotty there. I expect them to probably pull the trigger, but it might have been further away from him than you can tell from here. So yeah, it's a corner.
They've taken the throw in quickly to Morgan Griffiths. He's got time to shape up a cross. Which he does, but it's easily cleared. Now Ebanks holds the ball up. Plays it back to Spokes. His orange boots, chips on over the top. Flag offside, and Rex Mannings is adjudged to have been ahead of the last defender. Which is a shame because he would have been in room down the left-hand side. He's good getting out wide, isn't he, Rex Mannings?
Yeah, very good with his feet. He's got intelligent runs.
Only to Alunga, who's looked handy in these early stages. He's still running near the edge of the penalty area, trying to get onto his left foot. He does. It's brilliantly charged down from Parcell. Now City can look to break with Mannings, who's found Freer in room just past halfway. Gets the ball into his left foot. Hemel have got numbers back, though, to help defend. He's it back to Spokes with a clever couple of touches to Freer again. Looking for options in front of him. Instead, he goes for a shot and he drags it 6 or 7 yards wide of Saunders' post. But a good-looking break there for the Romans. Here's Castiglione, now Ilunga on the right-hand side, running at Greenslade. Plays it to Castiglione into the penalty area. Turns away from trouble. He's managed to find room, swivels and crosses to Romain. Tries to set out to Ilunga on the edge of the box. He manages to get a shot away, but it's off target. And out of play for a goal kick. He's looked a tricky customer, Ilunga, who's on loan from MK Dons. Westbrook heads it forward to Spokes. He's under pressure, so chips it forward. Headed away from Ajayi, only to Morton on the left-hand side. Slips it in behind, a good ball to Ebanks, who's raced away. Mannings is waiting in the middle, still Ebanks. He pulls it all the way back, and here's excellent covering in the end from Poku, and it goes out of play, I think, for a City throw. Gould has got it under a bit of pressure from Romain, who rushed clearance. Puff of the cheeks from a couple of us here. Poku bustles with Wilson, who was tripped, and he could have played advantage, I think, Aaron Farmer, but instead City have a free kick 10 yards shy of halfway on the left-hand side. Again, that demonstrates the hard work of Wilson in his own half, doesn't it?
Brilliant from Scotty there.
Adds so much forward and back. As excellent slip ball now to Mannings on the right-hand side, trying to cut inside. Mannings on his left foot. Good block, though, from Ajayi. Spokes is onto the loose ball near the edge of the penalty area. Surrounded by red shirts, he manages to find Freer on the left. Hayfield's offering an overlapping run. Freer plays it back. Spokes still going through. Defender stood up well there, did Poku. This ball is intercepted, though, from Ajayi. Striding forward purposefully. Well, he was until he was bundled over from Ebanks. He said, "You'll go no further, pal." And for that, Callum Ebanks is going to pick up the first caution of the evening on the 25 minutes.
Free kick about to be taken. Referee's not happy with something, but I think he's blown the whistle now. 25 minutes nearly played. Chipped into the box. towards the back post. Dyer goes for it. It's gone behind. A few question marks about a corner from the home team, but actually ends up going out for a goal kick. A lot of bunching in the penalty area. Very high line that Varsity have taken here, though, so it'll have to be a good ball in to beat them. It's Mead who actually played a nice short one down the line for Castiglione, who just ran off him, crossed into the box, headed away, but only just. It's still with Hemel on the right edge of the penalty area. Back to Castiglione, he's going to look to try and beat his man. No, he doesn't. He just shuffles it inside, crossed in by Morgan Griffiths towards the back post. The header comes in, but the referee's, I think, given offside on the left-hand side now of Varsity towards the corner flag. And Wilson cuts it in field. It's an opportunity on the edge of the penalty area. Goes towards Freer now. Tries to cut away from the defender, but failed. It was a good piece of defending in the end. And a nice ball into the box, but the offside flag is up again. And Varsity can not make any more progress. 15 yards inside the City half on the left, which Castiglione is going to take and swing it into the box. The Dyer goes up for it. The ball just drops. Oh, it's towards the back post. It was sliding. I think Greenslade it was who made the contact with it. Castiglione, who manages to just find a teammate, but it's wide on the right again. Ball crossed into the box, cleared away by Parcell, then headed further clear. Castiglione retrieves possession once more. He's very busy, the number 10 for Hemel Hempstead Town. Excellent ball into the box again, looking to cause problems. The Romain finds the chance and finds the goal through the goalkeeper's legs in the end. Hemel Hempstead take the lead. It was just missed by the defender, and Elliot Romain, acres of space, 2 in 2 for him, slotted right through the goalkeeper's legs and gives the home side the lead. Hemel Hempstead Town 1, Varsity 0 on 37 minutes. Thoughts, Jordan?
You were just saying the number 10's been busy, and to be fair, he made quite a good run into the box. No one tracked him. He got a little flick on, landed above the striker and took it well, but I think the boys would be a little bit disappointed with that one.
Yeah, good finish. He had acres of space in the end, Romain, to find the finish, and it's a bit of a snapshot, really, comfortably through the legs of the goalkeeper. Dan Bowman scored a last-minute equaliser. How about that? There you go. From the archives. Mark Summers a chance in the box now. Manning's a chance. It's a good save at the end. Down low by the goalkeeper. It was about just shy of the 6-yard box, on the corner of the 6-yard box. Left-footed shot down low, and the goalkeeper sprawled and did well to put it behind for a corner. Decent chance. On the right-hand side towards Ilunga. The ball's just bouncing around. Romain has come very wide right here to pick it up, and now plunging towards the penalty area. Lunga's gone down off the ball, but nothing given there. Now the referee has decided to stop it and call it back. They made a bit of progress there because Romain had the ball and was darting towards the penalty area, but then as he checked and realised he didn't have any support, the referee decided to call it back for a free kick, which is about. Greenslade has also been yellow carded here for that tussle in between the touchline and the penalty area. Castiglione is over it, as is Mead again. Those two seem to be the favoured takers. Mead it is who whips it in left-footed towards the back post. Goalkeeper didn't quite come in the end. The ball is loose, and I think the Hemel player has been punished for a foul. Westbrook it was on the goalkeeper. Oh, well, now 2.5 minutes into added time, which is supposed to be 2, so the minimum of 2, of course. So the half-time whistle will blow, I imagine, as this ball goes downfield. And it does indeed. So 47.5 minutes, half-time. It's Hemel Hempstead Town 1, Varsity 0. The goal from Elliot Romain.
Right-hand side, just outside the penalty area. Slips it on to the right, to Ilunga. Managed to get his way to the byline and fizzes it all the way across. Fortunate there wasn't a telling touch from a man in red. Kept in play on the left-hand side. Now back with Castiglione. Whips in a dangerous ball, headed away from Parcell. First real break for Hemel in the second half as Mannings is barged over by Poku, wins a free kick, 30 yards out. Poku has a little word or tries to prevent him taking a quick free kick, but again Ilunga causing some problems with the Varsity back line there, Jordan.
Yeah, they got very easily into our...
Ebanks now on the right hand side, he's pushed aside Ajayi, no foul. Ebanks pulls it back. Wilson, no, it was Freer. In fact, he's hit the bar. Freer really should have scored. I think the Hemel defence stopped expecting a free kick, but City's still in possession with Wilson. He's gone back to Greenslade. Morton chips it in. Mannings is going to give chase. Is he going to keep the ball in play? He has. City still on the front foot. Mannings, good footwork inside the penalty area, plays it off. Critchlow, who scuffed it, he's played it back, and somehow City haven't scored from this in the end. Hemel can play it out. Yeah, it was Freer who sort of, the ball sat up for him and he tried to loft it over the goalkeeper from close range, hit the bar. Really should have broken the deadlock. City still trying to press, but Ajayi can take the ball away. Here's Ilunga down the right-hand side, trying to run at Greenslade again with his quick feet of his. He's brilliant. Yeah, excellent covering from the City defence. Ball comes in, takes a hefty deflection, and just drops into the hands of Josh Gould. It goes long. Great ball, actually. Yeah, really well brought down. by Ebanks now, peeling off down the left-hand side. Mannings again is man far forward. Still Ebanks. The shot just wide. The goalkeeper flying over to his right-hand side. He was momentarily panicked, but it just like goes wide. But City have started this second half well, Jordan.
Brilliant from Callum there. Well, first of all, good pick out from Goldie in goal. I thought Cal's touch was brilliant, and then I thought he'd done the right thing shooting. I know he had lads springing up behind him, but I felt like he had the right thing to shoot.
City trying to press now with Ebanks. Managed to get a foot in before Poku. Wilson, now Ebanks, edge of the penalty area, but completely crowded out. Oh, he tried to sneak it through to Wilson. That would have been a tough task. There was like 5 Hemel shirts around him in the penalty area. Hayfield picks it back up to Morton, 35 yards out. Squares it to Mannings on the left-hand side. Mannings, I think it was an intended shot, but he's got it all wrong, and it goes harmlessly over for a goal kick. It's quite a tidy stadium here. Actually, they built it up pretty well in restricted space. Vauxhall Road, they've been playing it for 100 years. So over the top is, you can hear the cry of no fouls, which Elliot Romain ignores, and consequently fouls Kieran Parcell for a free kick to City on the byline.
Needlessly that.
I said 100 years, 50 years they've been at Vauxhall Road. I got that wrong by half a decade. Half a century.
Just a little bit out.
All over the shop.
It's cold, we'll let you off.
City all the way back to Gould on the edge of his own penalty area, decked out all in green. To Parcell, he's got plenty of time. He's gone for one over the top, where Ebanks gets a good flick on, 2-3 on the left-hand side.
Great
Lofts
ball.
one over to the far side. Mannings, oh, is that a handball? It was charged down, not been given. Morton's shot is blocked in the end from the defence. It was Westbrook who got himself in the way. City still pressing, and it goes behind for a corner. I mean, it clearly hit the arm, I thought, of a Hemel defender, but whether he was too close to get out of the way, the referee's indicating not.
I don't think it looked very like a natural position. I definitely was away from his body. I thought that could have been given.
Yeah, look at it now. He might have been Mead in the 6-yard box. It sort of hit his leg and then went back up onto his arm, which maybe is the argument, but
yeah.
Well, I wouldn't have been complained, obviously. Just a corner, which Freer takes towards the 6-yard box. Oh, it just misses Ebanks. Again, there's a peel. I didn't see anything in that, really, as it's sliced away from Eleftheriou. There's Freer now in the centre circle. Plays it back to Button. Over the top, Morgan Griffiths, a strong header. He's been a firm presence in midfield for Hemel tonight, as Hayfield is clearly upended. Referee says there's no advantage.
Terrible.
He initially looked like he was trying to play on. It was squared to Freer near the edge of the penalty area, and he's gone back and given the free kick. And I think the referee will probably acknowledge himself he's made a mistake.
Yeah, that's not good enough, that.
Yeah, it's Hayfield who's down.
Too often that happens.
Mannings is doing up his... Hayford's doing up his legs. Anyways, but in a dangerous area, and there's Button who stretched, couldn't connect fully. And in the end, Romain clears it onto the roof of this main stand.
Brilliant delivery from Spokesy there, right behind their back line, difficult to defend.
Yeah, he got into such a good area.
On the right for Bath City, cross comes into the penalty area. Oh, it's over the head of Ebanks, comes out to the edge of the area. Shot is blocked, Ebanks again. Wilson tries to collect it, eventually it's cleared. City really piling on the pressure now in the penalty area. Hemel Hempstead still lead by a goal to nil with 17 and a bit minutes to go, plus stoppages. The ball is on the right-hand side with Ilunga. He's just running down the touchline, looking to make space for a shot, which he does, or a cross, and it's in the end. It's like a cross shot with his left foot. I think it's taken a clip off a defender, gone behind for a corner in the end, but good promising work again from Ilunga, the number 11 for Hemel Hempstead. Looks like we're going to see Tom Smith, and Mannings is coming off. He's had a good game, Mannings, I think. Freer tries to play it infield, did well. Ebanks just held off by Poku, who's had a good game in midfield. Then a foul, I think, by Spokes. And, the referee's called it a foul, but Jordan doesn't agree. That was a bit of a soft one, wasn't it? But it's not in a particularly dangerous area for this free kick, but it does stop the City attack. And now City are taking it quickly here. Very strange one, that. The referee's...
He's definitely touched that.
Hemel took the free kick, seemingly, but and City players had read it. And therefore, as Ebanks approached the ball, he thought the ball was in play, but the referee still called it back, saying actually the free kick wasn't fully taken, and is now resetting the ball to be taken again. That was a strange one, wasn't it?
I don't feel like he actually meant to take the free kick. I think he's meant to step over it, but he definitely has touched that. So I do think that is...
And bearing in mind he has, it doesn't matter how unfortunate it is, the ball should be in play after that point, shouldn't it? But
we're in on goal.
Absolutely. Gould takes it left-footed over the halfway line. Ebanks challenged it for against a Jai. It's a good battle, that, I tell you. Those two
big boys against each other.
Absolutely. Outplay for a throw.
Well done, ref. Looking in for that.
Referee is now finally going to show me a yellow card. I think it's the first of the game, isn't it, for Second of the game, Morgan Griffiths it is who's been booked this time. Ebanks tries to make a bit of space. He's got 3 players around him, but it is on the edge of the area. Hayfield tries to knock it inside. That might have been a hand, but nothing doing there. Now City try and collect her. Playing most of this second period in the Hemel Hempstead half, but no goal as yet, no breakthrough. Hayfield plays it forward to Hayfield, who clips it to the left-hand side.
Scotty's on.
It goes left further once more to Wilson, who's going to try a shot. It's a great effort, a good save down low, follow-up shot.
Brilliant.
Into the net eventually.
Oh, no.
Got it back, but the flag is up. Just must have been marginal for offside. We might get a chance to see it again in a minute, but that was the ball ended up in the net. But best opportunity so far for Bath City.
Yeah, perfect from Scotty. What I just said, the cutting in there to getting deeper. So fullback's giving him a little bit of space, cut in, had a good shot on goal. Keeper made a fairly good save, pushed out quite wide for a tight angle for Smudge. I'm not sure if he.
It's very tight, very, very tight, but
tight, marginally offside.
And now it's Spokes in midfield, who
Greenslade's out.
Plays it to the left-hand side, and now Greenslade, who is free, and he's on the left-hand side, charging towards the penalty area. In it goes, Freer cuts it back, and then it's well defended out behind for a corner. Still a chance for City to retain possession, though, as they do, and it's back to the corner taker. Freer is trying to take on his man, but he can't, on the left at the moment. And it's won by Ilunga instead, and they just crowded them out there a little bit. And a nice 1-2 means Ilunga is now 1-on-1 against Greenslade. Remember, he's on a yellow card, charging towards the penalty area. It needs to try and cut it free, and then in the end he gives it away really cheaply. That was such a good opportunity for a counter-attack there for Hemel Hempstead Town, completely wasted. And now Smith collects, and he is fouled by Poku. There's a battle that's been going on for the last 4 or 5 minutes. And Poku, you would think, as Jordan says, should indeed receive a yellow card, and he does, the 3rd for the home side. That was, I think what they call that is a tactical foul, isn't it?
Yeah.
We hate those ones. Tipped into the box and headed away well. Comes out to the edge of the area, and it's a lashed shot in the end from Morton well over the bar, who's who's got short sleeves and no gloves, which I think is a remarkable look at this for this weather, I have to say, but must be a hardy soul.
He's a brave boy.
Played forward towards Castiglione, who's flicked it away from the defender very nicely indeed. Cut it back towards the edge of the box. There's a chance here for a second goal. The shot comes in as well. I think it might have taken a slight nick, but it's gone over the bar anyway. The shot was from Morgan Griffiths. Castiglione now, the number 10, has gone to left back, which is unconventional. They really are tightening things up back there, or trying to.
Oh, space on the right-hand side.
And there is space now for Bath City. The shot comes in from Hayfield. It's blocked. And out back to the halfway line again, and Jack Batten.
I think we've had probably our most joy from Cow's flick-ons, obviously that Rex chance. We've had a few from that. But there's a bit of space here.
Another chance. It's going to be Elliot Freer on the right-hand side here. He's looking to get across the way, but he's trying to take on Castiglione, who's not really a natural defender. He's cut it back. It's a chance. Shot from Morton on his left foot. Actually, it was a decent effort this time, but it's down the throat of the goalkeeper in the end. It was a curled one from about 25 yards. Head and shoulders above his teammates and opponents. With Bailey Brown on the right now. Crosses it in towards the front post. Punched out by the goalkeeper. And then cleared away for a throw on halfway.
I think we've probably had the more clear-cut chances.
Yeah.
1-0 was a little bit harsh here.
I
think Elliot is struggling.
Defensive record of late. I think not scoring will go down as a disappointment.
Oh.
The referee is this time has learnt his lesson from last time. Played the advantage because there was a certain foul on Hayfield, but the ball is on left with Greenslade. Can City carve out one last opportunity? They've still got a chance to get it into the box. Greenslade does that. It's over the first man, but headed away by Romain, the centre forward. He's got the only goal.
Oh.
A nice turn from Hayfield, but he's giving it away now, and there's an opportunity for Hemel Hempstead Town to come away with it, and it's the substitute Dyer who's running through. He's up against virtually 1-on-1. He's gone down in the box. The referee's had a long look at it, but says absolutely nothing. There was a bit of a collision. Didn't look like enough for a penalty, but certainly that was a slightly shaky moment in the Bath City back line.
Oh, sloppy boys.
Driven out, played by Romain. Free kick is going to be given here, and a yellow card is going to be handed out. The substitute Brown, who's only just come onto the field, has been booked. He can't believe it. Absolutely dismayed by the decision.
Don't really see what he's done wrong there.
The referee's seeing there. He's being a bit pedantic, the referee, I think.
Lost a little bit of control there, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right. And it's clipped along up towards the penalty area. Last chance here. The ball is knocked down, but it's all the way through to the goalkeeper. And that is indeed the last action of the game. And it is a disappointing defeat for Bath City on the road, losing by the solitary goal, Elliot Romain's goal, in the 38th minute, giving the Tudors a victory over Bath City, who showed a bit of huff and puff in the second half, created a few opportunities, but couldn't get the equaliser. So they're going to leave here with no points. And this is the last thoughts of Jordan Dyer, who's with us this evening.
I think we're going to be frustrated with that one. I can't fault the boys' effort. I feel like they worked their socks off the whole game, but I don't feel like we had that quite cutting edge in the final third. Obviously, we had a few chances, but I think we'd hoped to have a few more and definitely come away with a point. We obviously be disappointed with the goal we conceded. But we have to dust ourselves down, get ready for Saturday. Obviously, another big game, tough game against Dartford. Hopefully, the boys aren't too tired for that one and we'll be ready to go again.
It's a night like tonight, isn't it, where you really do kind of want or hope to have options available on the bench. It's difficult, isn't it, when there are suspensions and injuries?
Yeah, definitely. It's just typical. I feel like, obviously, with Fletchy out, Codes out, Rainsy hopefully not a long one, and obviously myself, I'll be back for Saturday. Could do with like all four at once. It's just bad timing. Obviously, it's 2 defenders and 2 strikers as well, so it's not ideal. It's things that every team has to go through. Obviously, we ain't got the biggest squad in the world, but we've got enough quality in our team to hopefully get a few results here. I feel like we could have got something on Friday, and we probably should have got something tonight. So we're a little bit disappointed with that one, but we've got to dust ourselves down and go again.